So we're going to be talking about Plickers, and Plickers is a tool that lets you poll your class for free without the need for student devices. So you just give a student a card with a paper clicker number, and you use your phone, or your iPhone or your iPad to scan them for them to be able to do these polls. So then your data stays on this application. So it's a really easy step, sign in process, and if you want to have more access and more resources, you could pay for the upgrade. And so this is my page right here. This is what it will look like whenever you make your account, except it will be a little bit more simpler. Of course, you won't have these two classes that I used as demonstrations, and you'll have this right here kind of to show you the steps. So I still haven't gotten the mobile app, but then after that you would get your you would add some questions to ask, which I've already done to show, and you would make a class and add some students, and then you would get the cards, which you'll be able to print and scan, and it's a really nice cards with numbers, and it's pretty easy to use, very accessible, and the fact that this is right here step by step telling you what you need to do in order to activate your Plickers, it's really helpful. So we're gonna go ahead and I already made 2 classes, so I will go and just show you what the class looks like, and then we'll do a run through. And so I've already made a little Plickers card. I did simple grammar, and so here's one where it says, where do you usually eat lunch? And you have different options to choose from. It's very easy grammar, and it shows here. I'll show you. This is what it'll look like. This is how they will play. They will use their Plickers card to plug in the answer. And so let's go back over here, and we can go ahead and add a class just so I can show you what the step-by-step process is. It's very easy. And so we're going to go ahead and make a fantasy class here. Monday grade 9, just as it suggests us, and let's go ahead and make one. And so then you get to add your students, and the good thing about this is that there is no limit to the roster, so you can put as many students as you have. Depending on your class sizes, you might have 25, 20, 10, maybe 30, but whatever you have, you're able to plug them in with no problem. So then you click done. I'm not going to put all of the names, and so you have, I'm going to close this out, and then you can go ahead and add the cards that are already made, the simple grammar cards, or you can you go ahead and make a new set, which is what we're going to do today. And so we can go ahead and write down a random question, and a cloud, and then a plant, and then you go ahead and add a picture if you wanted to, and we go ahead and choose this one just so we can see what it'll look like. And so you can make a very visual set of cards, and then you could shuffle your choices. And so what that will do is that if this is the right answer, you can go ahead and shuffle it in case you need it for another class, or if you want to reuse this again with your students. And so you go ahead and kind of finish with that if you wanted to, and you could add more. So that's how you would add more. You go over here, and you have the option to print the handout, and then it tells you that it's just saved, so you don't have to keep saving it over and over again. So we're gonna go home. Here's your little steps. And then what's really good about this is that you have a getting started guide. The simple format is great for us teachers. And here we have just step by step, 7 little steps that helps you get the Plickers app, and it gets you to use the app successfully. And so we have number 1, download the app, which we have done. It's free download on Android or iOS, smartphone. And that will help you record your student responses with the mobile app. You will have the cards, or you can print them on Amazon. We'll take a look at that. That way we can see what you have to do. Each card has a unique number, and then you can assign the cards to students to track their responses. So here's the little cards. Let's see what they look like. So these are all different shapes. These are Plickers cards, and then you will go ahead and sign on to Plickers and have yourself add the classes, even if you have a student assistant. And Plickers will automatically assign the cards to students as you enter the names, which is really easy. Wow, okay, so add up to 63 students. So that is the limit, 63, which I hope you don't have 63 students in your classroom. And then you create your content, you create your cards. And so you could choose surveys, in case you want feedback. You could choose to have multiple choice or true or false questions. And you can include images or GIFs, which GIFs nowadays is very, very easy to use. It catches their attention. It's very up to date. Visual graphics. And so then you would scan your student responses, and you have some steps right here, and then you would view your results. And so it's pretty easy. Plickers is pretty accessible, very user friendly, especially for people that maybe are not very tech advanced. And so that is our Plickers review.